good, YouTube? This is Nate from the Scrub Academy welcoming you to today's deck profile for Build My Deck. Now today's deck that we are going to be building is Ice Barriers. Now someone commented on the previous video of BDDs and requested that we do Ice Barriers. So today we're going to be trying to build that deck in the best competitive way that we can in order to deal with the meta. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at all these cards. I have never actually played Ice Barriers before, so we're going to have to go and read through some cards together and try and figure out what works well, what doesn't work well, and what kind of deck we really want to play with it. Do we want to play a Synchro variant? Do we want to play an XYZ variant? Because we can play Totally Awesome now. We're just going to have to look and see what we really got going on. So let's go ahead and take a look at these cards here. The first card is the General Grunard of the Ice Barrier. During your main phase, you can normal summon one Ice Barrier monster in addition to your normal summoner set. This effect can only be used once per turn. I mean, it's a good card, but I feel like it's too high of a level. I'm not really sure how to get these out yet, so once we get down the list, we kind of figure that out, we can go with that. Once per turn, during your end phase, you can select one Ice Barrier monster in your graveyard except General Gentala of the Ice Barrier and special summon it. Yet again, a good card, looks like, but I'm just not sure how to get these out yet. Medium of the Ice Barrier. If your opponent controls four more cards than you do, you can special summon this card from your hand. Your opponent can only activate one spell or trap per turn. That's actually a really good card. But they have to control 4 more cards than I do, and if they control 4 cards, they already have a huge advantage against us, and we're probably already screwed. So, moving on. When an effect resolves that was activated by an effect monster that was on your opponent's side of the field, they must discard 1 card or the effect is negated. So that kind of helps, although most decks are actually graveyard based now, so it doesn't really hurt them that much. Yugioh of the Ice Barrier. When this card is normal or flip summoned, it is changed to defense position. When this card is face up on the field, face up Ice Barrier monsters you control cannot be destroyed by effects of spell or trap cards. That's actually really good. I just don't like the fact that it's level 6, obviously. These cards were made quite a while ago, before all of the rank 4 spam decks and everything. So it's kind of a normal summon, hope they don't destroy you, and then summon again on your next turn type deal. When this card is tribute summoned, special summon 1 Ice Coffin token in attack position on your opponent's side of the field. This card cannot be tributed for a tribute summon. So that'd be great and all, but they probably will just synchro with it or something else. Samurai of the Ice Barrier. When this face up attack position card is changed to face up defense position, to destroy this card if you do draw 1 card. Once per turn, if you control another face up Ice Barrier monster, you can reveal any number of Ice Barrier monsters in your hand. You select an equal number of set traps or set spells or traps in your opponent controls. Return the selected set spell traps cards your opponent controls to the hand. That was a mouthful. Strategist of the Ice Barrier. Once per turn, you can send 1 Ice Barrier monster from your hand at the graveyard to draw 1 card. Now I think we're getting into the lower level stuff, which is actually what I wanted to play with anyway. These higher end stuff, kind of hard to get out, and it's kind of annoying. This card cannot be special summoned. This card returns to the hand during the end phase of the turn as normal or flips face up, unless you control another face up Ice Barrier monster. In that case, this card's effect changes to select 1 monster your opponent controls to the hand. So, kinda good, but not worthy enough to be played. This card cannot be destroyed by battle with a monster with 1900 or more attack. Kind of okay, but still not what we're looking for. I've kinda had an idea of what I wanted to play with this, but we're gonna just keep on reading until we figure out exactly what all these do, because a lot of these kinda suck nowadays. I think there's a tuner somewhere though. One of these is a tuner. I'm not sure which though. There it is, the Defender of the Ice Barrier. While you control another face-up Ice Barrier monsters you control, your opponent controls cannot declare an attack if their attack is greater than or equal to this card's defense. So that's kind of okay. While you control another Ice Barrier monster level 4 or higher, monsters cannot declare an attack. It used to be super good when there was no such thing as XYZs, but now that there is, this really doesn't matter all that much. Duark of the Ice Barrier. If the only face-up monsters you control are level 2 or lower, this card can attack your opponent directly. Prior of the Ice Barrier. If you control a face-up Ice Barrier monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You cannot special summon any level 5 or higher monsters the turn you use this effect. Okay. Face-up Ice Barrier monsters you control cannot be targeted by effects of your opponent's effect monsters. How many of these things are there? Okay, only 2 more. Let's take a look here. Once per turn, you can select 2 Ice Barrier monsters in your graveyard. Return the selected monsters to the deck, and each player draws 1 card. And when this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, draw 1 card. Okay. So now that I kind of understand what these cards do, I can kind of explain what I'm going to be doing with this deck. Now, one of the main cards I'm going to be playing in this deck to try and get things out is Totally Awesome. Totally Awesome is going to be the best card in the deck that we're trying for. But we're going to be playing a Wetlands version of this. So it's going to be this and Frogs and Wetland. So we'll see what we can do here. We'll throw in 3 of the Chiromancer. This one says that if you control another Ice Barrier, level 4 or higher monsters cannot declare an attack. This is still going to try and hopefully stop some monsters, but we just need to try and get some Ice Barriers in the deck, honestly. We'll play 3 of the Duark Ice Barriers because he can attack directly, and once I throw Wetlands on the field, this turns into a kind of a big beater. And then we'll play 3 of the Prior of the Ice Barrier. Next up, we can run down here and we can add the Medallion of the Ice Barrier, which allows you to add 1 to your hand. So we'll add 3 of those. I'm not sure what this mirror does actually. During this turn, each time a card is removed from play from your hand, your side of the field, and or your graveyard by the effect of an opponent's effect monster. Ooh, that's horrible. Activate only if an opponent's monster declares an attack. Negate the attack. Its attack becomes 0. Its effects are negated and it cannot change its battle position. Magic Triangle of the Ice Barrier. Reveal 3 Ice Barrier monsters with different names in your hand to select 1 card your opponent controls. Destroy the opponent's card and special summon 1 Ice Barrier monster from hand. So, yet again, not the greatest cards. This is literally the only card I really want to add, I guess. So now let's go ahead and jump into the Frog engine, and we'll see which ones. We're going to want 3 Swap, 3 Dupe, and 3 Ronin. Or we'll do 2 Ronin. But then I kind of want to also play this Unifrog. No, I don't. Never mind. What am I thinking? I think that's all I want to add, besides my infamous 2 Poison Draws. I always play Poison Draw. Nobody else ever plays it. That's just my little shtick, I should say. Next, we can go to the Wetlands and add that. So we'll add 3 Wetlands, and we'll do. How many of those do I want to add? I'm trying to think here. Because we're going to add Terraforming. But I think I'm just going to play 2 instead of 3, because 3 can be cloggy. And then because everything is water... Ooh! I know what I forgot to add. In my last video with DDDs, I actually mentioned that I would always play Kaijus in whatever deck now because it's just broken. And because literally everything is water, we're going to do 2 waters to that. So I think everything is literally water now. It is. And then we can add Moray of Greed, which is super helpful. I'm not sure if that was the right one or not. There we go. So we'll add 3 Moray of Greed. Another amazing card that I never even thought of, so shout out to Tyler for giving me this idea, is Aquarium. Is it Stage or... Here it is. Aquarium Stage. So water monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle with non-water monsters. So if you have this out, along with like Wetlands and a Duark and a Dupe or something like that, you can just keep attacking for super hardcore damage for 24, 24, 24, 24. Super good. So I'll be throwing 2 of those in there, just because. Okay, I think that's all I really need. Most decks want to go first now, so I think the only non-water monster we're actually going to play in the deck is going to be a Maxi. So I'll throw 2 of those in there, and then we have room for 4 more cards. So let's go ahead and move that down again. There we go. So let's go for the Vanities, and then we'll throw in Solemn Strike. We'll throw in 2 of those, and we'll throw in 1 Warning. So that's our main deck right there. Let's go ahead and sort that out real quick. Hit save so we don't lose anything. Oh, that didn't sort anyhow. Okay, so we're playing the 2 Kaijus, obviously, 2 Game of Seal. We're playing 3 of the Chiromancer, 3 of the Duark of the Ice Barrier, 3 Swap Frog, 3 Prior of the Ice Barrier, 2 Maxi, 2 Rodent Totem, 3 Dupe Frog, 2 Poison Draw, 3 Moray of Greed, 2 Terraforming, 3 Medallion, 2 Aquarium Stage, 3 Wetlands, 1 Vanities, 2 Strike, and 1 Warning. And before I go any further, I'm actually going to change this around because this is horrible and I don't like how it actually looks right now. So bear with me as I fix this, because I thought when I hit sort, it was going to sort it really nicely and make it look all good and stuff, and it just turned it into straight trash. So these need to be out of here. Get those out of there. These can be next to those. Am I playing 2 or 3 Dupe? I think we need to play 3 Dupe. So let's take out... Oh, there's already in there. Okay, so 3 Dupe, 2 Ronin, 2 Poison Draw to banish with the Ronin Totem, 2 Maxi, 2 Gamma Seal, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Let's push these up here next to the Terraformings. We can actually put those in front of the Terraformings. There we go. 3 of those, 2 of those, 1, 2, 1. Okay, so this is the main deck right here. This looks a lot better, a lot more equilibriumed, I should say. A lot more fancy, a lot more pretty. Let's go into the extra deck. Now with the extra deck, we are going to be doing mostly, or all rank 2 based, obviously. So we can actually just erase this, and let's just click up here and go to monster. And go to XYZ, because that'd be a lot quicker for us. And we can just scroll all the way down to 2, and bada bing, bada boom, here we are. Okay, so first off, we're playing the 3-toad. 3-toad is amazing. It is here to stay, hopefully forever. If they hit anything on the ban list, they better hit Norden, they better hit Bahamut Shark. They should not hit this. They should leave this alone because, I mean, decks that only level 2 water decks should be able to make this. So decks that are stupid like Mermail, that can just make Bahamut Shark easily, should not be able to do that. I'll play 2 of these Sky Cavalry Centura. Those are super good. Number 45 Crumpled Logos is good as well against Utopia. Super good against Utopia. We'll play the 1 Gusto, and then we'll play the 1 Herald of Pure Light, just in case. We'll play 2 Cat Shark, 1 Gotchi. Usually this deck, when I make it, would have an extra deck, or a side deck, with cherries in it, and with cherries we would play things like, since we already have Toad, we can hit that. I would play things along the lines of like ABC Dragon Buster if it was still a threat, even though it's not. Dark Claw is a threat still with heroes, and just go along those lines and have like the next 4 spaces, I believe, just ready to go just in case. But since we're not playing an extra side deck in this, we're only playing 1 match, I guess. We're just gonna leave it alone. We can play Armored Kappa though. I think we're running out of spots for 2s, so we will actually leave the last 3 spots here and pretend like they are for Dark Claw. Where is it? Dark. I don't even know. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna have those for like Dark Claw, ABC Dragon Buster, and so we can do Dark Claw, throw that in there. What else is there that's super going to be used? ABCs are kind of dying out, so we don't really have to worry about that much. But we can go with Metal Foe. And we can grab Mithrilium because that's one of their big cards. And Crystal Wing, because if you saw in the last deck profile I did, which is DDDs, I did talk about how Crystal Wing was one of the biggest cards in the deck, and you always wanted to get that out first turn. So if they're trying for that, there's that. So that's the main deck and the extra deck. We're gonna pretend like there's a side deck there, even though there's not, because I've never played this deck and I'm not sure what works with it and what doesn't. So we'll pretend like there's a side deck there, but that is the main and the extra deck. So I think that's all I've got for now. If you did enjoy, make sure to give it 2 thumbs up, because all your support is greatly appreciated. But I will be back in a few days, and we're going to be playing this deck, hopefully as long as Yugioh, allows me to, and we'll see how well we can do. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share with your friends and family. But I will see you guys in a few days. As always, my name is Nate from the Scrub Academy, signing out for now. Peace out.